Hey, you all, what's going on? I hope everyone is doing well. Um, you know, some of these people are so freaking trashy in this sector. Just trashy. Um, yeah, just really interesting individuals. We got people who lie, make up stuff, and it's just sad. Y'all, I don't know where to start. It's so tragic with what is going on. Castro, Tommy, you spiraling out of control. And again, if you would invest the time in yourself like you invest in YouTube, you all be so much ahead right now. Let me say this about me. First of all, I don't give a damn what you think and how you feel about me, because that ain't my problem. I am on here because either I'm going to be in Houston, Austin, and I work way on the other side of town in San Antonio. So I do drive. And one thing I can say about myself is this fills my drive time. This is easy coin. But I don't feel the need to have to prove myself or justify anything that I do to anybody, especially some of you people on this apparatus. I hope some of you all, Vivian, 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 I do want to know who's coming on because I don't want to be in close proximity to some of these people. I don't want to be in the same space with some of these people. And I will check because some people I don't want to see. Some of you all are so miserable, and it's sad. It is sad. Now, I'm going to say this, and it's not important to you till it happens to you. I don't know what's going on with Nessa's situation. I read Diva Tomboy's page has been shared everywhere that I guess somebody called Nessa's job and they verified that she was no longer employed. And I found that to be interesting. And I don't know if that's true or not because I'm only seeing what's on Diva Tomboyish community page that people have sent all around everywhere. What's up, Simply Pink and Green? But I hope you have something in the wings. I hope you have enough to make your mortgage and your car payment. It is unfortunate that somebody thought it was cute to call your job. As much as I don't really watch you and don't care to, I hate that somebody called your job, if that is true, and that you don't have a job anymore. And hopefully you obtain one extremely soon. Best wishes. Best wishes. Um, it's just unfortunate, but this is what people do. I don't know if MBK pays her rent, and I'm gonna say this to you all who want to say that: if you don't have documents to prove that he pays her rent, then it's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. But it's unfortunate if that happened. What's up, AK? And yeah, it is what it is. Again, it's Black History, and I'm not trying to be no angel, but baby, some of these girls, all they do is live for strife. All they do is live for strife. Lolo, go, go. It ain't no need to try to rectify nothing. Um, Everything was put down. It was a transactional relationship. It was a business relationship. It ain't no friends on YouTube. No friends on YouTube. I understand. What's up, Catherine? That y'all want to have these friends and relationships, not on YouTube. Pizarro, it ain't no friends on YouTube. Now, Pizarro, girl, mm, um, do y'all love y'all children? Ooh, y'all are some harsh parents, and this is why y'all cheering be itching to get out the house. This is why they be itching to leave and go to college or go to the military. And I'm gonna leave that at that, baby. Do you boast of your children up? Do you tell them you can be somebody? Oh my God! And the thing is, Fazaro, Lemon and Goosey don't give a shit about you, baby. They, girl, they set you up. They set you up, girl. Baby, they are the set up kings and queens. They set you up, these. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. See, this is why you gotta handle people on your platform. This is why you gotta separate yourself from folks because I truly believe that a lot of these people's goals are to slant you, put you in a certain light. This is why I don't allow people on my platform. Tulsa girl, we good. We are good. We are good. 2026, baby, I don't need you. I don't need that other person. I don't care how popular you think you are. Don't click on my link. Don't click on my link. Because my thing is, I don't need it. Talk about me on your link. But what you not going to do is come to my platform, say all of this in the third, and then jump on your platform and say something else. And the only reason I let you go and don't allow you to come over here is I heard it. See, I've given people grace because I haven't heard it. But then when you hear it, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay then. Well, I'll make sure not to get a recurring role with you. I'll make sure that we don't get the same producer. I'll make sure that we are not on the same set. Because a lot of you all are toxic to people's platforms. And I would rather have 50 to 70 people over here than be in this foolery with you all. I'm telling you, 2026 is so different. Baby, I'm blocking folks. I don't want some people on my trip. I don't care if you say you think you're better than people. No, I don't adhere to some of that behavior. I don't adhere to some of that foolishness. No. I'd rather not deal with you. I'd rather not meet you. This is television. And like I said before, there are some actors and actresses that you love to work with and you love to correspond with outside of the set. There are some actors and actresses that you like to work with, but you don't want nothing to do after the movie is over. And there are some people you just hate to work with and you just hate in person and you'd rather not deal with it. And most people in the beef sector, they fit that. Most of 2.0 is like that. Most of 2.0 is like that. Look at 2.0. They self sabotage their own stuff. That Vegas trip, child bye. And you cannot make OGs feel bad because most of us, a great deal of us, we've had successful gatherings. We've had over 50 people plus at events. And I just think it's sad. I just think it's sad. All I do is walk in what I am. If you don't like me shopping, hell then shit, stop coming over here because I'm going to do it. If you don't like me showing what I purchased, then click off. Don't give a damn. If you don't like me going to a restaurant and eating, oh well, it is what it is. Because see, this is what my show is about. I am not bringing my problems and situations and circumstances to a bunch of people who don't give a damn or would be appalled or say, why are you doing that? I'm Gen X and we don't do shit like that. We knew how to follow tasks and be by ourselves and be creative. We understood technology, but we don't have to always let it run and rule us. We know that it's really what you do outside this YouTube apparatus is what counts. We know that. And I'm looking at these damn millennials and these Gen Zs just bumble and fumble. And it's sad. And I'm going to say this there is low T envy, and there is shade, and there is jealousy. I didn't think that was the case, but to try to diminish somebody's education, are you serious? Or anything? Baby, I ain't trying to diminish anybody's anything. And you all make some really piss poor choices. And then what you do is bring it to YouTube. And then when you want to really lie roast somebody and somebody roasts you for the facts of your life, you can't take it. Some people have awful parenting skills. And I hope that somebody, because let me say this, the Pizarro situation was very unfortunate. But there are a lot of unfortunate things. And I don't think certain people have the right to talk about other folk when they haven't been stellar in their duty. I would never let a man who can't produce a GED or a high school diploma ever make me feel some kind of way. A man who takes pride in a woman buying him a television because the hoe couldn't buy it himself and be the first one to say, I'm a real man, but yet don't have real man coins to buy his own friggin' television. And for my Christmas gift, because it was a Christmas gift, somebody brought me an 85-inch. Shaboom. So, ho, you ain't doing nothing. When that hoe brought that Juke cologne out and thought she was turning it, I'm like, I know you lying to me. And it's just pathetic. Pathetic. And all you got is, oh, you gay and you think you Christian and hoe that don't penetrate. But do you think you a man and can't pay your water bill? Do you think you a man and don't even take care of your teeth? I'm just wondering because yeah, you ain't never hear anybody come out and say he can't pay his water bill, his mortgage, or anything else. Unfortunate. Then when you tell people, hey, at the end of the day, do better, leave people alone, still don't do it, and they bring it out. Again, Castro and Tommy, y'all can sit there and cry and say people doing this, and the third. You all continue to bring your dirty laundry up on the YouTube stage and then don't expect people to say anything about it and get mad. Tommy, you can't blame anybody but yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody told you to get with Castro Cannon. At the end of the day, people said, what is more important, your relationship or YouTube? But YouTube became important to you all. You all felt the need to show your every moment on YouTube, from the drinking in the car, from the hanging out the window, from the running in the apartment, from the violence that was displayed, from the free store, all of these things. We would have never known anything about it. But you and Tommy brought it to the YouTube beef sector. You can't blame nobody for calling your daddy's church. Because again, when that was going on, I said, would you please get off of YouTube? They're getting ready to dox you. You know what you did? You blocked me. You timed me out. Didn't bother me because I knew what was going to happen. And it happened, didn't it? And now it's everybody's fault. But take the time to really, really look at the people who told you, hey, leave the man alone. Castro, How many times do we tell you, hey, if this joker is whooping your ass, call the cops, call the police. And now look where this got you. And now you want to cuss out everybody else. And it's not whether somebody likes you or dislikes you, it's do you like yourself? Do you have a pinch, a taint of dignity to say, let me get my ass off of here? Then, you know, you have these thirsty people, not only women, but thirsty people to try to get in relationships with people. And I guess Gen X thinks ahead, and the millennials and Gen Z only think for the moment. Because Gen X done thought 3 steps ahead. I already told you that that man was going to do the okie doke on you, meaning that you can't have no meaningful relationship on YouTube and not everybody in your business. Hmm. See what happens? Baby, let's talk about not feeling love. Lady Nika, you are in my age bracket. Lady Nika, hmm, until y'all see this as business, until you all see that this is something I do and I sign in and I sign out and I let it go, these people will always be in your spirit. Let me tell you something. When you talk about me, I'm good with it because I know that my deal is working. I know hoes, I purposely go to the stores and I purposely go because I know you watching and I know you're going to have something to say. You know why? Because there's a void in you. You need something in your life and you don't have it. Some of you all had dreams and visions and you done made the mistakes and instead of being happy for others, you tear folk down because you done tore your own stuff down. It is Black History. You would think we would be sharing things to uplift. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Mm-mm. We're relishing in somebody losing their job. And even though I don't look at that person and I'm not, you know, involved with that individual, that's nothing to relish about. But it's very telling when somebody says that they were overlooked and they wanted to leave anyhow. That could have been, you know, an easy out. We don't know. But anything worth having is worth working for. And while you sitting up there talking about fraudulent degrees and stuff, first of all, I can't have nothing fraudulent for what I do because degrees get verified. hmm They'll get verified very quick. But all I can say is I didn't have a problem moving up because when you are your authentic self and you come in and you know how to treat people, and you know where you came from, and you humble your ass, and you thank God every day that you are in the land of the living, knowing where other people have gone, you learn how to be grateful. See, I don't take it lightly when people lose careers. That ain't nothing to celebrate. Another black person unemployed. But when you look at this thing as real life, you think it's funny because it's real life to you. I don't look at it as that. It's a show. To me, I take it as no different than Wanda Sykes, uh, anybody doing a show. I look at it just like that. It's a world of entertainment. But when you can't get past the entertainment and you take this shit as real, it is unfortunate. We celebrate alcoholism here. We celebrate. Now, if I'm not mistaken, somebody feels that a person went back to drinking because of a content creator. Now, again, everybody has their decisions to make. But when somebody's already struggling with addiction and you celebrate alcoholism, what do you think is going to happen? I'm just saying, Black history. And it's just major disrespect. And when you know who you are, you don't let people in your circle, you don't let people around you who are toxic to you. I don't let Tulsa on my platform. To me, Tulsa is toxic. You know, I thought Tulsa was like, okay, I see her doing her restitution and she's being encouraging to other people, but you get tired of shenanigans and you get tired of things. And then when you hear somebody say something, it's like, oh no, I don't need you around me because you really don't care for me anyhow. And if you take me down, you will. No, it's not. I'm not down. I'm not down. I'm real. I'm real. I'm real. I'm real. I'm real. I'm not down. But y'all better learn how to distance yourself from toxic people and people who mean you no well. See, it's a show to me. But some of these hoes, they're very parasitic. They'll sit there and suck the life force out of you. They'll come on your platform and try to redirect everything, try to get you off topic because that's their goal. They're not coming on your platform to add anything to it. I'm not down. And some people think you need them. Let me say this. I don't need anyone who don't have my best interest at heart. Well, that's another thing. Again, that's a whole nother ball of wax. Let me say this. I am comfortable with the skin that I'm in. I am comfortable being older. I am comfortable being black. I am comfortable being gay. I am comfortable being practical. I don't have to throw that I'm so wealthy and I own everything.
You see how I shop. If it don't hit me and if that price ain't right, I ain't getting it. I'm just saying this, you all, because when the ball drops, people be looking crazy. People look crazy. When you see how these people live, your heart bleeds and it goes out to them. One thing I will say, and at the beginning I said, maybe I shouldn't have opened my house for Labor Day. But I'm glad I did, because I didn't have to lie about anything that I had. What you see is what you get. People were treated with dignity and respect. You didn't have mess coming out of my camp, even for the cruise ship. Do you understand me? And I had a great time. I don't ever have to do that again. You know why? Because it's already been done. I ain't trying to prove to nobody that I got this and I don't. It is what it is. I had a great lunch today. No, I don't know. I'm feeling very some kind of way today. Like I said, it's Black history. And I look at what people value and celebrate. And I guess I'm seeing so much shit going on in our nation, but then this foolishness here. And I just think that it is a microcosm of what's going on in the greater world. And I know that there are good people in this sector because I have met them. But when you see all the just grimy shit, yeah. You see people talking behind the scenes. You see these facades. We're friends. We're friends. And no, you're not. You all had a business agreement. And I just think I'm just looking at stuff. I just am. I don't know why Castro is upset with me. He should be upset with himself. Both of them should. You can't play with people's emotions, and especially if they already have some mental instability and think you're going to be okay. Because that boy clocked you on your head with a steering column or a steering wheel lock. If you beat me up in front of a YouTube audience numerous times, do you think I'm going to be calling back to you? Talking about I want to come home, I'm hungry. And then people scratch their head and then you got somebody talking about, I don't want him no more, but y'all always interacting. And it's like, you're not fooling anybody. But then you want to blame everybody for your shit. It's yours. It's yours. Take accountability of your shit because it's yours. Then you got somebody, and like I said, I don't have a problem with Bree, but the man done said that you've been from your man. And this is what gets me. This is what boggles my mind. They know everything in my relationship, which is funny to me because, again, I don't put my shit out there because it really ain't none of your business. I don't care what you think. But I think it's really rich that somebody can talk about relationships, but then the man said you done been out of yours since November. man. And you got somebody who didn't give a shit about your feelings, how it was going to make you look, because that man felt that you was being incongruent. You were showing people in the beef sector one thing, doing another thing. And then he came back and said the Umar's boys won. So it was a competition for him all the time. And he's trying to say that he liked you, and he may have, but guess what? You pissed them off. And baby, people who don't have nothing to lose will cause you to lose everything. That man don't care about your dignity. He didn't care about all of that stuff. That man had a kiki embarrassing you in real time. I just think it's interesting. I don't know. It's just really interesting these couple of days. It just has been. And I guess I watch a few people, and it's just enough to say, baby, when I tell you this traffic is bad. Oh my God. It is really bad, y'all. Oh, so anyway, y'all, I'm gonna drop the link. I know Brian wanted to discuss something. I don't know what it is. I'm up for a discussion. I want to talk about other things now because again, what we're talking about today is job loss, love loss, friendship loss. I see division and subtraction. We don't see enough addition and multiplication up in here. And it's just sad. It's just sad. But I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link, baby. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Mm-mm-mm. I don't.
I don't listen to talent. Um, I don't. I don't. And it's all good. I don't listen to them. So out of sight, out of mind to me, I don't listen to them. I don't. I don't listen to somebody who don't cam up. I don't listen to somebody who wants to use people as social experiments and think that he's so superior and all of that stuff. And I don't think I'm superior to anyone. I'm about uplift, but I don't have time for that. So no, I didn't hear him, and I don't really care because most of the time they want you to hear him, and I'm good. So yeah, that's where I am. I am good. What else is going on? Because I'm good. And like I said, maybe it is that time to wean yourself on and move on. And like I said, I don't know how this is going to end, and it's good. But most of the OGs have, and I talked to one, and we talked, and I'm like, yeah, man, do something different. This is just old. You get tired of talking about ratchet shit, high school ratchet shit. Mm. Um, okay, the whole should cam up. I am always myself. I am always Jay Wilson, and this is a show. And again, I'm glad he's watching. I don't watch him, but he's watching me. And I appreciate that. And keep on watching, Talon. I know you're somewhere in the clouds watching now, but your opinion means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. I don't know you personally, and I think it's good that way, and that's how it should be. And I'm good. I'm not using people as social experiments to prove that I'm superior and taking people to speak easy so we can see how uncultured they are by spitting out caviar. Yeah. This is the first thing, because I know you ain't shit. If you really cared about them, you would have done something with them that they could really enjoy and really like. But that's something that you wanted to do. So I think you should be yourself. That's what I think. Yeah. I'm good. Not bothered one bit. This is not the first time or the last time he said something, so it's all good. Of course they are. And people don't see that. When do I talk about talent? Talentless. I don't. And the only reason I'm talking about him now because y'all brought him up. But I'm good. Let's move it on because again, even this is gonna give him an orgasm because he loves for me to mention him, and that seems like what these people like. They love for me to mention them. I'm this, I'm the third, but they always on over here watching. So what else is going on? Everybody is a loser, which is really interesting because I think that's telling in itself right there. So yeah. hmm But y'all gonna see these people. See, I am who I am, but you all will see these people. Hold on for a minute. Let me put my banner up. I don't know who this is. Yes.
How you doing? I wasn't gonna come up here, but I heard you was talking about the hidden identity man. So, it's interesting because he always Jay Wilson and this one should do this and everybody should. When the fuck you gonna cam up? See, that's the problem with a lot of these people. And see, some people are so dumb because they probably would make more money or get more connected when you cam up. Like I said, I cam the hell up anytime I get ready. Dirty, nasty, healthy, clean, whatever. That's why we love The Rider Lives and we love Jay Wilson. He can be seen. He don't look at people as beneath him because ain't nobody beneath nobody. You can drop dead
Absolutely.
at the flinch of a eye. Who the hell are you? You supposed to be Superman, but you can't do shit but go to Vegas? The death trap? Bitch, please. When you impress me, cam up and say, this is me, Mr. Fox. Okay? Now fuck ya and all your parts. Later, Jay. Shit.
Okay. All right. That was Sparkles. Like I said, you think you're better than everybody. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. I make some decisions, but what people are complaining about, you got to sit back and ask, are you okay? When have you ever heard me jealous over somebody getting a degree or criticizing somebody over a house that they just purchased? You never heard me say anything that crazy because I am not jealous and envious of other people because I am content and satisfied with what God has blessed me with. And that's all real. That's real. So I just think it's really interesting. And you know what? When you are a professional athlete at one time and you are in Bitcoin and you eat at the 5-star restaurants, then I shouldn't bother you. But it does seem that there is some issue. You don't ever hear me saying, "Oh, you got this," and "Oh, you know." But I think that you need to be yourself because it seems like you do a lot of things to try to impress people to say, "Hey, this is him," and da 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 da. And let me tell you, at the end of the day, I'm here for a show. At the end of the day, I'm here for my coin. That's what I'm here for. And once I click off of here, yeah. And I'm being real. I don't want to meet some folks, some people I just don't. Y'all, the traffic is really bad. I do not know what is going on. I don't know if there was a major accident, but it is extremely, extremely bad. Um, but I'm gonna come back on later on tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and click off now. And we'll mull around and we'll come on if something's coming on because at the end of the day, y'all, it can be a little it can be a little just unfortunate and depressing seeing, all of this foolishness day in and day out. And you wonder where are people going? But then somebody will hit me up and say, "Hey, I appreciate you. I went and got a certification. I'm doing well on my job." You'll hear somebody who will hit you up with that every once in a while, and then you'll know that hey, it's some good people in the sector. Sometimes you just don't see it, and I know that there are good people in the sector, but man, what we've been seeing lately is just unfortunate. You got domestic violence with the gay men. You got men just doing humiliation rituals with these women. You got a man who abuses alcohol and he's just all over the place. You just see all of it, and it's just like, yeah. So anyway, I am going to just focus on that. So I mean, Ron, it's something. So, Ron, I'm gonna tell you what really did me some good today. I was really happy to hear that you are taking your classes and you are taking what you're doing seriously. I know you get into the shenanigans and all of that stuff, but to be honest, in all honesty, I'm glad that you're doing your class. I am glad that you are investing in you. I am glad that you are making your Black history, and you're not going to hear me tear down what you're doing because I think that's commendable. I mean, it is what it is. Now, yeah, you did some other shit, but at the end of the day, you're investing in you, and that's what it's really about. But this other foolishness, so again, you all, um, I'll be alright. This is Black history, and baby, we don't give a damn. We don't give a damn. We don't give a damn. We don't give a damn because it's like it's boring, but baby, it's essential. And my people perish for lack of knowledge. And um, it's sad because the lack of knowledge is killing our people. Not investing in ourselves is killing our people. And we are in such a uncertain time where people are doing a whole lot. Well, it is what it is. But yeah, it is what it is, you all. Um, Now I'm gonna drop the link if you want to come up, but if not, I'm gonna go ahead and end it because again, it's just a lot. And let me say this, y'all. I think I'm more upset with Castro and Tommy because they could have been in much better places. And what gets me is y'all don't see what's going on. Y'all don't see what you're doing to yourself. Tommy, I mean, if you get a felony, you may not be able to get certain jobs. I mean, Castro, look at all of this stuff. And the streets are talking about y'all. Tommy, if you don't think your family ain't calling each other after you ran and raved about that boy, you're wrong. Because I just rolled my head. I said, "Po Granny." God, look, your grandmama sounds such like a nice lady. She sounds like she could cook a sweet potato pie if you wanted her to. But I'm like, baby, these people are tired. They want to rest. Can the people rest? They done had to put up with your shit in elementary school, middle school, and high school. Okay? And now these folk want to rest. These people old. Okay? And all they want to do is rest before they go see Jesus. Can the folk rest? Can the people rest? People, I want to say some stuff, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because it's really, but this reality of people's lives, and like I said, all of this guesswork about me, it's fine. Because I don't, like I said, I'm not trying to prove nothing, and my man gone, he gone. I ain't mad at that either. But when we look at the real lives of people, it gets really depressing. Some of y'all done had camera slips, and I'm like, "Ooh, Jesus, this how you live? Oh my God!" It's just like, "Oh, Jesus, fix it, fix it." And it's not because you think you better than other people. It's because, like, are you really going through trauma? And I think a lot of people who are black are going through trauma, untreated trauma, and then this shit play out on YouTube. Oh, it's sad. It's just sad. So I guess nobody ain't coming up. I'm gonna end it, y'all, because it is what it is, y'all. It's just, and then to read that lady done got her job taken away. Well, and I can't even say that because let me say this: what Diva said is that they confirmed that that person is no longer working at that job, and yeah, so that's what they confirmed. Now we don't know if that person quit. We don't know if somebody on YouTube caused that person to be fired. We just don't know. We don't know. But I never rejoice over people losing employment. Now, I will say this though. If Sugar Lamb lost that job because of her, that's her business. But if she lost that job because somebody was vindictive and evil and dark and cold, baby, every dog has their day. I'm just saying. So those are my words, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if anybody called the job or not. It was said that somebody had called the job, got the person fired. But now they're saying they called the job, and then they're saying that the person, HR said that that person no longer works there. And I don't know if they said that that person is not eligible for rehire or not. And that's really interesting, too, because, HR is under the law. They can tell you that person worked from here to here, and they're no longer employed. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't get no joy out of that though, and that's on the real. I don't care how much I dislike you. Now if you were coming to work late, if you were doing a piss poor job, then that's one thing. But if somebody did that, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it's a lesson to be learned, and and you learn how to back off of stuff and stuff. Baby, I'm gonna leave that executive thing alone. I'm gonna leave it so alone because I'm gonna tell you this. I got tapped to take another promotion, and after this tap, y'all probably won't see me no more. Probably won't see me anymore. And not least to be safe because people who have nothing to lose will cause you to lose everything. And some people on this apparatus don't have police records. Some people on this apparatus are capable of getting great careers. So anyway, y'all, with that said, keep me in prayer. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.